Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Dropped Frames. It's going to be an interesting episode, but because I can't hear anything out of my left ear. There's no noise coming in here. I don't even know if the audio's balanced. It's fantastic.
It's great.
Don't you have a guy for that?
I need a guy for this to just hear on the left side because my ear's all fucked up. It's not because there's tech problems. It's just my ear's fucked up.
It's because your ears are shitty.
Yeah. Do you guys have any remedies for pop? By the way, Zeke and Co are here. Our guest is going to be GOTHALIon. King GOTHALIon.
Fine, how's it going?
Not GOTHALIon, you fucking idiots. Who the fuck says that?
No, if you want to say that, it's fine. No, it's great.
Also, we're on Co's channel, so Zeke, we have to cuss everything we say. I forgot.
Oh, sweet.
I'm sorry, what the fuck did you say?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, that's awesome.
Could you fucking speak up a little fucking bit, please?
Yeah.
Look at the face.
He wants it. Everyone says chew gum. I don't have any gum. A lot of people have been telling me to chew gum that'll pop the ear. Do you guys have any ear popping remedies?
Chewing gum's the best one.
Chewing gum? Yawning? I haven't yawned yet either. I'll wait till Zeke
Yawning
starts
always
talking and then it'll just come to me.
I've never heard yawning.
You've never? Oh, like to fix it?
Yeah, to fix it, I always just plug my nose and then try to blow out my nose.
That hurts me. I can't do
That's a
that.
good way too.
Yeah.
That hurts.
So doing planes.
Or Yanni.
Way to do it.
If you just listen to Yanni,
He's got to force it out. Great.
Listen
listen to some
Yanni.
light sax.
There you go.
Sure. That was great.
I guess we should cover a little bit of things before we kind of get into the world of GOTHALIon. Zeke, you hit 50K last week. You hit 53K last week in the
Yeah, dude.
You quit smoking. Congrats on that. How's that? How's the life of a non-smoker going? Kind of.
Well, I know. Here's just let me just fucking get this out of the way right goddamn now. I don't want to hear it about like vaping, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
Give you as much shit about vaping.
It's the same as getting like the nicotine patch or Nicorette gum. It's a way of keep introducing nicotine in your system without actually flame combustion.
Sure, I had a buddy who vaped for a while and then he got off of that completely. So
And there you go.
It's definitely a route. So shut up.
Yeah,
and let me
no,
tell
it's
you.
a
And
route,
not
for sure.
only that, like Zeke, we were talking about before the show, I wasn't even aware that you can step down. Like
Yeah,
when
you
get
can
to
lower the
point where your
nicotine
vape doesn't
levels.
even have nicotine in it. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
awesome.
You can take it down level by level by level. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, have you talked to Wheat yet? Because in terms of the vape king, I think he would be the one that I know at least. This guy has like a gallon of vape juice that someone sent him.
No, he's like when he's backstage like hosting when he's hosting events and he's backstage he whips out the thing. He's just like
He brings two of them to
choo-choo
events.
train.
Yeah.
It's like just billowing smoke.
You need
out
to
of his,
talk
out of
with
his
him.
vape, out of his vape, guys, out of his vapor thing.
It's a weird. There's like this whole crazy subculture to vaping now. It's become like the thing.
Yeah,
do.
see, I don't want to be one of those guys. This is a means to an end. I don't want to. I'm not trying to be like a cool guy. This is honestly the best thing I've ever tried as far as quitting goes.
Okay.
Dude, sometimes you can hear like two guys that really know about vapes get into it, and they're like, "Yeah, I have a photonic overloader
Dude,
2K."
it happened.
What? No, I loaded up my S cartridges, but it didn't work with my 7L vaporizer extender rod. I mean,
Yeah.
you're sitting here going, "What are these guys?"
We were at
talking about?"
PAX East
And look at
last
this for
year.
30 minutes.
with Wheat. We were just sitting in a bar, and some random person at PAX East walks up to Wheat and he's like, "Hey man, is that the new fucking whatever you're smoking thing?" And I'm like, "What is this actually happening?" And Wheat was like, "Yeah, dude, this is the new stuff right here." And they had like an hour-long conversation at the bar about this shit.
Some
Yeah,
people-
there's a
I mean,
weird
well,
subculture
it's
going.
one of those things that you can really get behind. You know, it's like for people who like really like whiskey. Same thing. I mean, it sounds ridiculous.
but whiskey's
those who
cool,
Don't
man.
like it. I know, but that's what I'm saying. It sounds ridiculous to people who don't like it. Like I hear it says like this is a single malt. It was one barrel, 12-year-old, and you're like, and people who don't care are just like, what the fuck are these nerds talking about?
Yeah.
Same idea.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
That's a really good point.
I'm interested to talk to you because I know what you've been playing recently, and I watched your stream for some dumb fucking reason yesterday for like 8 hours straight, and that was a complete waste of time for
I know,
both me
right?
and you. We'll talk about that later. Co, you still playing Witcher 3 on your channel? Just brief overview. That's kind of what you've been
Yeah,
doing.
absolutely. I'm just getting to the end of almost fully completing the first of the two major islands. Tomorrow, actually, is the first time I'm really getting back into the story for almost a week now. But funny enough, I've also been playing a lot of another game off stream.
Interesting. I like the tease. See,
It's a secret game. I don't know how I feel about that. Now
secret. Super secret game.
EverQuest 1.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I can't wait to talk
Dude,
about that.
I'm playing on Ragefire, the brand new EverQuest 1 progression server. I'm playing with like Elo, a bunch of guys from the stream team. We got a public guild on there, totally casual. Like Elo's girlfriend's playing, my wife's playing. It's a blast.
I'm really
it's been
jealous.
So fun.
We'll get into that
game
combo.
ruined me.
Let's get into that combo in hour 2. I like the tease, and then he just revealed it. You couldn't even wait, Co. You're too damn excited.
I couldn't. I wanted to. I couldn't.
I mean, yeah, you should make love to Co. It's kind of the same
What?
thing. It's like, I'm gonna hold it. Not kidding. Just
This
kidding.
went a really different direction.
Really
Gothalion,
I
save
just can't
us.
hold in all the joy, you know.
Jokes.
Gothalion, I guess we'll start off. Why don't you kind of give us the here? I don't know if you've done this before. Hopefully
Sure.
you haven't, because
No.
it'll be that much more fun.
No.
Someone who has never watched your channel, what's your pitch?
What is my pitch? Shit. There it is. That's the pitch right there. Well, I mean,
Well, you just lost all the
obviously,
codes
if you
Motherfucker stole
looked
my
at that, it's garbage. It's garbage. Feel like a guy drinking beer and telling dick jokes. You're in the right place. No, I play a lot of Destiny, man, and we really focus on community interaction, building from the bottom up, helping growing streamers and helping everybody inside the Destiny directory grow their channel. But as far as mine, it's all about chat interaction. Doing games with chat, and I mean Destiny is the main game, so I think I spend about 99% of my stream time inside of Destiny. Before chat goes, Destiny fucking blows. Whatever, nerd.
So did you have a game before Destiny, or was your channel like born from Destiny?
My game before Destiny was Borderlands, and it was a looter shooter, so
Right.
it kind of made sense to go from that to Destiny. I'm looking forward to Division, but that got delayed. So that's pretty much that's that is the thing.
And I guess you didn't really see like a giant boom in your channel till Destiny came out, right? So like it's safe to say the game made your channel.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Well, no, I mean, like I would say the community made my channel, but Destiny was definitely a platform for that community. Sure.
Are you running for office or something? Because that was a really cool answer. It's like, no, man, my community.
Ah, man.
Love it, dude.
I guess when you were first starting out, like what were some of the steps that you took to kind of form that channel and a channel where you said a community made it? Like what were some of the steps that you ended up taking to help that process?
I mean, community games. I treat every viewer the same, regardless of status. I mean, I streamed probably about like 16 hours a day when Destiny dropped, and I wasn't getting a ton of viewers when Destiny came out. Just sort of trickled in, and over time, people were like, "Yeah, this guy." So that's pretty much how that happened. It felt very random to me. It was very all of the sudden that things started building and getting bigger and bigger, and you just sort of wing it, because I don't think there's any way to prepare a streamer for that sort of boom of viewership and attention. Just hopefully it doesn't turn you into an asshole. I'm still working on that.
The ego will definitely rise if you see a big jump in viewers out of nowhere and you've never had it happen before.
If you're not paying attention to it, it can ruin you. I've seen it happen. It's
for sure. That's
Well, it's
a
a completely
definite
different.
thing.
It's a completely different like mindset. Like if you're used to talking to 100 people in your channel or your chat or whatever, it's like everybody by name and you can answer like every question that's brought up, or you can get into a good conversation. But if you get like thousands, it's difficult to like. Yes, I'm gonna answer your question. Yep, okay, I gotta play the game too, and I gotta do this. And it's.
But at the same time, I think it requires a little bit of an ego to do like a bit. If you want to be a big streamer, like you have to have some sort of an ego, because it also ties into your personality. I feel.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
You just can't let it
confidence
overcome
and
you.
ego are two different things, though.
I think they go a little bit in hand in hand, but
Sure.
they could be definitely debated for sure.
Well, I'm.
That's a long conversation in
Well, no,
itself.
I agree with JP for the most part, because, like, I think there has to be a part of you that says I'm good enough that people would want to watch me.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But
Eh.
and then the other side is that you get those viewers and you think the opposite of that, which is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Which happens to a lot of broadcasters as well.
Yeah.
But what were some of the things that you said you saw these huge bumps. Was that kind of like front page love from Twitch? Was it love from the Destiny community, from the developers?
I mean, it was love from the Destiny community. You know, I spent a lot of time in the directory, and people would watch more and more and more, and then you know, you'd be on. Once you're on top of a directory, it really helps. You know, really, I guess you could say snowball the situation.
Sure.
You know, where you continually grow and grow and grow until you have like X amount of viewers, and it's like, ah, shit, I got like 4,000 follows today. That's ridiculous and dumb. So that's getting to the top of the directory definitely helps. So at the same time, I didn't want to be one of those streamers that gets to the top of a directory and then just sits there. You know, like 18 hours a day doesn't help anybody else. You know, so I put a lot of time and effort into helping those who are on like my team, and then help those who are growing in the directory. And I feel like helping from the bottom up and helping everybody around you helps keep you relevant versus being mine. Oh, look, it's me! Ah!
What's the name of your team, brother?
It is the Wobblers.
Oh, you're one of the Wobblers. Okay.
Yeah. Witwicks.
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
Do you know Witwick? Zeke, he's really good at Bossy, that game you were playing for 8 hours.
No,
yesterday.
I have no idea.
We'll get to why that's funny in a little bit.
Oh man, I hope I kill some dudes this clip.
This is PvP, I assume.
It is PvP.
Is that the Thorn?
That is the Thorn.
I
yeah.
guess Zeke, out of the three of us, you've probably played the most Destiny between me, you, and Co. Right? You said you were a huge.
That was my jam for like 6 months.
Yeah.
After broadcasting was over, though, I never broadcasted me playing it, but like I would cast the game, you know, and then I'd sit there and like I'd eat a big fat meal and then play Destiny for like 6 hours. I'd grind the dailies. I'd like get the raids out of the way, you know, and shit like that, and you know, do all that stuff, like grind upgrades to the weapons and that kind of shit. So I know a lot of like what's going on.
Okay.
Sure.
I haven't played in a long time though.
Because I did. I think I always say this, but like I played the first 24 hours of the game, finished the quote unquote story, hit 20, and then I never went back. And it's kind of because I saw everything the game had to offer, and I didn't want to do the same thing.
Sure.
For the next 6 months. So I guess my next question is, how do you do the same thing for 2 years of a channel?
Have you ever sat and played Mario Kart alone?
No.
Okay, have you ever sat and played Mario Kart with 4 people or 3 people or whatever?
I don't have friends. This is your line of questioning. Is
Okay,
not gonna work.
other people. Okay, Zeke, have you like couch co-op? Have you sat and played a game with friends versus playing a game alone?
What
I know
are
exactly what
friends?
you're talking about. Yes.
Yes, we know. Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, so sure.
giving you a hard
So
time.
it's always a better experience with other people. Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
So every day, the way that I built the channel, it feels like I'm sitting down and playing the game with thousands of friends. So that makes Destiny all the better. It's also MMO-ish, and I love MMOs.
Sure.
They're really engrossing. They are addictive. So that's what's kept me playing. It's repetitive, sure, but I like repetition. As someone who played World of Warcraft for fucking 4 years.
I was just gonna say that, dude. I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, I remember coming home from work, getting on Vent, seeing what raids were up for WoW. This was years ago.
Sure.
But like I remember that exact feeling. Now, are you on like TeamSpeak with these guys like all throughout your entire cast, or you do it alone, or what do you do?
No, I mean, like, I'm constantly talking to chat, playing with folks in chat. I get people into Skype or voice with me or whatever, but
There you go.
it's all about community interaction. That's what keeps me going on Destiny. If I wasn't, you know, with these folks, it would get a lot more dull quickly. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, is there anything about Destiny specifically? Like these days, especially of a channel your size, I mean, you could say, hey, we're going to play Terra or Arcage or CS, and we're going to do
Yes.
sublots. It's like, what about
Yeah,
what about
that's right.
Destiny is keeping you going?
yeah, there's raids. You could be like, all right, send me a PM. I'll get everybody in. And then you could do raids. You could kill bosses. Or you could say, you know, send me a PM on PlayStation and invite them in to do PvP or whatever. Or, hey, we're going to do bounties, yada, 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 help people with their bounties or help people get gear or this or that. And you could rotate, you know, 50 different viewers, 100 different viewers in just an hour, 2 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, easily,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, our raids are still just like how many people are in a raid?
Raids are 6 people, but
6
raids can take anywhere from 18 minutes to an hour.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you
It's
keep
quick raids.
rotating in?
Yeah, you keep people. So I have a party set up, and then people will join into the party. We'll complete the activity, empty out the party, get more people in, and so on and so forth. And I also have I think 2,000 people pre-set up on PSN that can just join me without needing
You
an
have
invite.
2,000 people on your friends list?
Yeah.
How
There's
the
a
fuck
cap.
do you load your PS4? Like, that used to lock
I
PS4s.
know, it's garbage. Yeah, it gets very locked up. Yeah, I wish you could get a longer friends list or something, or Sony could help me out there. I've sent a few emails, but I'm not sure that it's.
I remember, like,
technologically possible.
back when the PS4 launched, Jeff Gerstmann from Giant Bomb had like 200, and his PS4 was locking on boot. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't understand how you have 2,000 and it still functions.
I don't know.
Do they have like they have clan support, right, in Destiny, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, but it's out of game, which is a big issue. You have to go to
Oh.
Bungie's website, and I think the second you expect a user to leave your game, you have made a mistake.
Sure.
And when I was at Bungie last month, I gave him hell about that because you can't. You simply cannot expect people to go off server and do things. It's not good programming. So
True. It's true.
So I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
feel free.
I'm curious about the new expansion. That's
Yeah,
like
that's where I was gonna go. So
bombed. Like, I mean, or not bombed. Excuse me.
let's
just,
get Zeke hooked again to Destiny.
Yeah, could sell me on this because like I've got old Destiny friends I used to raid with like every single night, going
Sure.
like, "You need to pick this shit back up again." Why?
okay, did you PvP?
Yeah.
New PvP mode every weekend. It's called Trials of Osiris. Basically, you get a fire team of 3. There's no matchmaking. You get a fire team of 3, and it's 3v3, and it's called elimination. And the only way to resurrect is to res your friend. Otherwise, you have to wipe out the other team. So it's all, if you're dead unless you're resurrected by a friend. So it's very competitive.
Let me bring some of this up.
It's very strategic.
I saw you just knife 3
helps.
people like the other day in one of the rounds.
Uh-huh.
That you're just like, it's very competitive. It's very team. I'm just like, yeah, you just knife 3 people in a row.
That was one of my favorite things about being a warlock, because that was my class was warlock. One of my favorite things was the reach on the warlock's melee.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the force
It's
push.
really far. Well, it's far, but it's deceivingly far because the other classes have a little bit of a lunge, but the warlock stays still and does his melee, but the reach is there. I think the range on all the melees is exactly the same, but it just feels different because the warlock stays stationary.
And that's the thing. Like I heard shit from everybody who was playing hunters and titans and stuff about that. Like, fucking warlock melee. Blah, 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 blah. So it's just deceptively reachy.
Do you have max levels of each class?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on my Xbox character soon because I play on both platforms, current gen only.
For some I've always only thought this game is on PS4. Did it like come out at Xbox on the same time?
yeah, same time. It's just
I guess
so
I just
many
never
extra
realized.
exclusives. Yeah,
Maybe that's why. Yeah, I didn't even realize it was on the Xbox One. I didn't realize people played it on that platform. I've
Yeah, they
only
do.
ever seen it on PS4.
Honestly, during peak hours in the U.S., there's equal amounts of Xbox users as there are PlayStation users. I think Xbox is still the played most in the U.S. as far as Destiny goes, but worldwide, PlayStation takes it over. Even though Sony put all this time and money into promoting Destiny on its platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's actually the message that they wanted to get across, regardless of the reality. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Is this the #1 played console game right now? Like, what in terms of numbers? Do you know? Because like Halo was just a complete fucking catastrophe. MCC.
Ooh, I don't know.
was just a
Yeah,
complete fucking
Master Chief
catastrophe.
Collection was kind of butts. I mean, it really depends on what's out. But during the slowest time of content, I think in the middle of the afternoon, there was something like 300 plus thousand people playing Destiny in the middle of the afternoon in the U.S. While I was because Bungie constantly has like a tracker going, and they see, okay, these people are doing this is how many people are on concurrent, and I don't know if it's like I know during launch day it definitely had a lot of people playing, but I don't know if it's consistently the most played console game.
I never, to be honest, I used to look at like console numbers all the time, but now I just haven't.
No, we
Right.
got
The new
sidetracked.
consoles.
Damn it!
What?
Sidetracked. Damn it! I want to
House of Wolves.
expansion.
Oh, the new expansion. Sell them on it.
House of Wolves. Also, outside the PvP stuff,
Or Villa Lobos, if you will.
okay, yeah. So there's also a new PvE activity. It's called the Prison of Elders. It's 3-man, and it's sort of like a horde mode. So you go in, and each week your challenges will change. So you'll have like this boss or these rounds, and you'll have these objectives, but there'll be like different modifiers on it, like, you know, like lightning damage does more, or you could do 3 times melee damage. And it changes every week, so it tries to stay a little bit more interesting than a raid that once you complete the raid, it becomes systematic and you just do it over and over and over again the same way.
Yeah.
So the arena is very interesting because every week you're like, all right, so this boss has this burn. This completely changes our strategy on it. Let's rework it. So it's pretty interesting. I think this DLC has a lot more replayability than the Dark Below or even the base game did. I've been really excited about it for a long time. Why you gotta show me die twice? I just watched that on the channel.
Hey, it's just a random selection. I mean,
I see how it is. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's not
No,
like
and that's where I quit. That's where I quit. Was on the Dark Below when you're battling. Now I can't remember his name. What's the bad guy on Dark
Zeke,
Below?
you had one chance to sound cool in front of
Son of a bitch.
Now
Crota.
you're blowing it.
What?
Crota.
Crota. Thank you.
Yeah.
I almost said Kratos.
Yeah, obviously it's
Wait a
gross.
minute, that's
Close
something
enough.
else. Yeah, Crota, like that's like after I did that raid, I was like, I think I'm done with Destiny for a while. And I have been. I haven't picked it back up. Is the new shit like there's new raids, right? Or one
There's
new raid?
no new raid, right?
There's no new raid. There's no raid
No
with
new
this.
raid.
And see, that's why when everyone was going crazy, I was just like, wait, there's no raid, and people are like, this is good. They're like, what?
It's good. Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, if it was bullshit, I would be up front and say this is bullshit. But
Right.
I've really enjoyed myself in it so far. So we'll see how long it lasts.
And you can do the horde mode whenever you want, right? As many times as you want per week. And there's the other thing too is with gear, like 34 is the max, or is 35 the max?
34 is the max, but it's a lot easier to get this time than it was before.
Yeah, I saw Brad from Giant Bomb, probably the one Destiny person that I know that plays a shit ton of Destiny, or used to, hit 33 in like 2 or 3 hours of playing.
Sure.
So it's pretty easy to do, right?
Yeah, getting max level, they wanted it to be more about what you do at max level rather than what you're doing to get max level, which to me is the smarter strategy as far as keeping players in the game. And
I think
since
that's how
things
all MMOs should function.
that is how all MMOs should function. You know, I think it keeps the casual players. I hate the word casual. There's such a negative connotation in it, but I don't know what other word to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. It keeps casual players around longer, and it keeps
Just say the people that actually make your game money.
Yeah, it makes it. But
money
the
makers.
hardcore
Yes,
players,
there we
it keeps them coming back every week because things are changing every week with the new systems. So it's like, oh, what map is Trials going to be this week? You know, what are the burns going to be? New strategies, this and that, rather than it being
What are burns? What is that?
burns are like
Dots?
like what elemental is
Oh,
going to
okay.
do more damage inside of the Prison of Elders. You know, what modifiers are going to be there. That's what changes everything about it. Yeah.
Is someone
Does the Hunter
Wait a
class
second.
have... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Cole.
Well, I appreciate it. So you're saying that every week it changed, like an entire set of your equipment could become less than the best?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So you have to re-strategize,
But it's
figure
like...
out what classes you want to bring, yada yada. Yeah.
So you basically have to like redo your builds, go farm entirely new gear potentially, or do you just have like an electric set and a poison
I mean,
set?
I've got like, as far as hardcore players, you're set. You mean you're like,
Yeah.
all right, so use these weapons this week, but new
you
players
can change the
Yeah.
like element on your weapon on the fly, right? In terms of rolling a
Well, you could re-roll a weapon, but as far as exotics go, that's the highest tier of rarity. Those are what they are, and raid weapons are whatever element they are.
gotcha.
Yes. So new players would have a harder time with a different element being the thing, but hardcore players they get to go in, they can finally min-max, use all the gear that they've been hoarding. Otherwise, you're just using like the god weapon, which is the Yaller horn, and just try to blow
It's a
shit
rocket
up.
launcher, right?
Oh, did you?
That's
Did you
rocket
how do you pronounce that?
It's actually, I think it's pronounced like Yattler horn or something, but
With like a Y sound?
yeah, like a Y and a few T's in there, and I
Okay.
think it's like an upside down heart. Or something.
Everybody I've heard it pronounced it a different way.
Yep.
And I just pronounced every single letter. So I was just like, the Gajella horn.
That's actually the correct pronunciation.
I think,
I was gonna say
it is.
that's the phonetic. I think.
Yeah.
So that is still the god tier weapon is the Gallahorn then.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Why is that the best? What?
It's
Because it does a
fucking
shitload of
phenomenal.
damage. It's
Yeah, it
crazy.
does a shitload of damage. It blasts and then it spreads out and then blasts again. They're like
It has an initial blast and a bunch of other bombs that track in and kill
Yeah,
things.
So
It's-
can you use that in PvP?
Yeah, but you can only have one exotic on at a time. So if you choose not to use a primary weapon, and you only get like 2 or 1 chances to use your heavy weapon in PvP. So yeah, you're pretty much limiting yourself if you use it.
Is the PvP like a? Would you say it's a pretty big focus in the game now? Whereas in the beginning it was kind of all PvE focused on the raids.
I feel like people have felt like PvP has been more of a focus for a long time.
Okay.
Because there's been a monthly PvP event that they do called Iron Banner.
Right.
And they've done, you get a bunch of PvP maps and this and that, but I think PvE does have a lot of focus with raids and the arena, but now with the Trials of Osiris, a lot of people are taking interest in PvP more.
Is it still like really, really repetitive to do like the daily like story shit?
Yeah, but I mean, like you do it for reputation and experience to level up gears and stuff you get.
And it's kind of interesting because Zeke, this goes back to something we've talked about many times on this show about the investment thing. When you get to a point when you're invested in a game, it doesn't matter how dumb. I mean, you can go around the main city picking flowers every 24 hours. You're gonna do it, and you're gonna have fun doing
Yeah,
it because
I've done that
you're doing
before
it for
for a
reasons
month.
way outside of that repetitive action kind of thing. But just a quick question. This is slightly off topic, but just want to confirm this 100%. There is no chance this is coming to PC, right?
It's rumored to highly expected that the second iteration of the game is coming to PC in 2016.
They've already
Because
said.
me
Destiny 2.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll call it Destiny 2, but the way that Destiny is set up to work is there's a base game, 2
Right.
DLCs. 1 year later, after the base game comes out, Destiny 1.5 comes out, and it has like a subtitle. Sub game, 2 DLCs. 1 year later, official sequel comes out. Official sequel is supposed to be on PC, maybe. That's rumored, no official confirmation, but it's apparently in the contract. And then that has 2 DLCs, 0.5, yada yada. It goes on for 10 years. So there's supposed to be a yearly Destiny release with 2 expansions every year.
And
You
they're-
know, I
And
gotta
it's like 10 years then.
Yeah.
That's man, I gotta
they
say
said that from the very beginning. They didn't. I didn't
See,
know
I
it was
didn't
that
know that.
detailed already. But
I mean, that's
can
how
tell you
Bungie
there's-
wanted to plan it. They didn't want it to be like something that's big and then falls off because they know that if they need to keep people hooked,
well, yeah,
need to
they
have a
fucking made
constant
Halo.
stream
They
of
know how it
content.
goes, right?
Yeah, yeah, they need to constantly have content. So with this setup, that pretty much keeps a constant string of content.
Well,
coming.
I was wondering if they were gonna like make an actual sequel, or they were just gonna do like
keep your character.
like the WoW
Yeah.
thing, where
Yeah.
it's still World of Warcraft, but the new big thing is 5 more levels, and we call it Mists of whatever the fuck. Like,
I mean, you
just
bring
gonna do that and
your
add on to the
character
core.
with you, so I don't know if it's like exactly like a WoW expansion, but to a degree, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this that OP rocket launcher, by the way, that you have right here?
No, this is what am I using right there? I'm using
pause
my
it real
my
quick?
Radagast Fury. It has early detonation, so if it's near an enemy, it blows up. I don't have to hit them directly.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
yeah, I was just gonna ask. Do they have new
Exotics.
exotics?
Yeah, there's a handful of new exotics in the DLC. I
They
think
put in a
there's,
new weapon type, right, with a new pistol or something like
Yeah,
that.
there's a sidearm pistol. It's like a special weapon. It's a semi-automatic, fires fast. You can wield it quicker and switch weapons faster. And
Are people still using
there's
the
only 2
same pistol?
sidearms in the game though. Sorry.
Oh.
Are people still like basically using the same like 4 or 5 main weapons?
Yet to be seen because, well, actually, no. There's been a lot of new legendary weapons that people are getting into using. Those are like the top tier that you could use as many of you want as.
Right.
But as far as the exotics, a lot of people haven't really gotten into the quest chains yet. So I don't think more than a handful of people actually have the exotics to use outside of PvE. I'm actually going to get one of them before the weekend, so I'll be able to use it in the trials this weekend, which should be pretty interesting.
Now you're talking quest chains as far as like the bounty guy who gives you the quest chain.
No. You so basically how it works is there's a boss inside the arena mode which will drop a exotic quest line, and you could choose one of 3 weapons that you want to get, and then it takes like 4 days to complete the quest line, and then you get the weapon.
Now hold on, a boss inside the arena.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure like that. Why that's not a raid though?
That's not a raid. That's a 3-man encounter.
Explain that to me because I'm not getting it.
Okay, so arena is like a horde mode. You go in with 3 people. It's called the Prison of Elders, and there's 5 challenges in the level 32 and 34 variant because there's 3 variants.
Okay.
There's 32, 34, and then 35.
Right.
You could get the drop for the quest chain off of definitely 34. And you could get it off of 35. I got it off of 35 today. So you go in with your 3 people. You get through all the waves. You get to the boss, kill boss man. Boss man has a chance to drop the quest for you, and then it could, yeah.
Now, okay, that totally makes sense now. Now I understand what you're saying. It's like a co-op. You don't call it a raid because it's not a part of a story, but it's just like you stand there, you wave after wave after wave, and if you beat the last thing, you get possible drop.
Sure, yeah, but there's like boss waves, and then there's modifiers.
You never played like Gears of War Horde mode or anything like that, Zeke?
Yeah, no, it took me a second to figure out what like to put it together in my head because I'm an idiot.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
I'm just here for color.
GOTHALION, one of the things that I'm most interested in your channel that I think a lot of Twitch people, even the top tier Twitch, if you by numbers, they have a hard time running a YouTube channel at the same time. You've put out a YouTube video each day on your channel for 2 years now, or almost 2 years.
Almost. I'm like 4 months from 2 years. Yeah.
When you first started your YouTube channel, what was your sub count prior to kind of like the Destiny? I guess which came first? Is maybe the
YouTube
better
came
first question.
YouTube definitely was focused during the Borderlands days.
Okay.
I think I had nearly 100,000 subscribers. Well, no, I think I had 80,000 when Destiny came out, and I hit like 160,000 this week.
Nice.
Congrats, man.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's a lot of work. I mean,
Is that all by yourself?
work, you know? Yeah. I don't have like a video editor or anything. I mean, some days it's just like me on OBS and I'm like, hey guys, what's going on with my character? You know, some days are definitely like either like throwaway videos or updates of what's going on.
You still do it. That's the important thing.
But yeah, people are asking for it. So I try to stay as consistent as possible. And, you know, I'll do like, you know, tips, and then folks are like, that's a dumb tip. And I'm like, well, you have to assume everybody knows nothing. When you're making YouTube and you're doing guides, you start off with like, all right, to stand up, you got to put your feet on the ground, you know, and there's going to be the guys who are like, fucker. And then you're going to be like, I didn't know that. I've been going knees first. So
See, that's me. Yay!
It's for the Zeeks out there.
Has that been kind of the primary content on your YouTube channel then, is how to do X in Destiny?
How to do X, what's going on with my characters, how I feel about a decision Bungie has made. Every weekend there's a guy
Those
that
are probably the
shows
most
up.
popular, right?
Huh?
How you feel about X are probably the most popular, the opinionated pieces?
Yeah, people want to know your opinion, which is crazy to me because I think I'm an idiot, but people seem to give a shit, so that's cool.
Sure.
I'll go along with it, yeah.
That's why people listen to Rush Limbaugh, right? Opinions.
Yeah.
Opinions.
Opinions.
Yeah,
people
exactly.
Or people love to hate them, I guess is maybe the better thing to say.
Absolutely. Love to disagree with you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Only take them in small doses.
The
Before you
argument
rage
is always
change
fun.
the channel.
Yeah.
How many just random question, how many ships are there now in the game? Like, are these skins? Is that what you call them? What do you call them?
Oh, ships. I think ship models. Oh, well, ships come in different parts. But for like the first half of Destiny, every ship was like a ship that is brown.
Right.
I don't know, man. It's fucking 100 ships. I don't know. I hate ships so much. It's a loading screen. It's a fancy loading screen, and it's garbage because like I wish they were like, all right, shoot a bunch of meteors and you can get some glimmer, which is currency. But I don't know who it is, but somebody owns the rights to mini games inside of loading.
Konami does.
Konami does, and
That's actually I think that's up this year.
it is up this year.
Yeah.
So you can't.
What is this?
Don't ask me how I know all this shit, but yeah.
Yeah,
I know-
you can't
I
make
know
mini
all the
games. Yeah. Yeah.
How can you own the rights to that?
They did
I
it
don't know.
with
Yeah,
Gradius. I think it was
Back when the
Gradius.
patent was accepted, it was like it was at the beginning of all this stuff. So the patent department didn't really understand what they were
Yeah.
doing, and they accepted a patent that has really broad general language that would never be accepted today. And basically, it's a patent that says if you do anything,
no, it's
that
Namco. It's
gets
Namco,
user
sorry.
input,
It's
and
Namco.
gives-
Yeah,
Namco. That's right.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So you can't put mini games inside of loading screens. So whenever somebody bitches about that, let them know.
And I think
Oh,
Namco did it with Ridge Racer, and that's where the original. It was either Ridge Racer or. Fuck, there might be a different game back in like the PS1 days when they did it.
That just, I mean, that blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah, but
Like that you own the right to that, like,
Well, there-
idea.
It's a big deal. I mean, it's a cool
Wow.
feat. Yeah, so many games would benefit from that. You know.
Fuck yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Wow,
Like
that's amazing.
Bloodborne.
so there's no use of ships except for just looking cool.
Yeah, they're fancy loading screens.
When
I-
I first found the ship merchant, dude, I got so excited.
Same here.
I
I
was
was
like,
in
there's
the
this
beta.
whole side of the
It
game
was
I didn't
awesome.
even know about, and we can get better ships, and this is gonna be awesome. And then I was like, hey, look, the loading screen is my ship. I was like, I wonder when we're gonna get to use it. And then like 30 minutes later was when I got the truth.
Yeah,
And I
wait
was
till
just like,
you, wait till you do raids and you kill the last guy and you're like, all right, what did I get? A fucking ship.
They should have done something like Mass Effect, where you buy a ship and based on whatever ship you have, you could go into your ship and maybe there's like a
should give you an
trophy room
ability.
and shit. Yeah, like something.
Call down orbital strikes or
Yeah,
scan
oh,
the
that's
area in
even
front
better.
of you, or
Yeah.
have it do a drive-by like a carpet bomb or some shit. You can
Yeah.
do so much cool stuff with that. I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm
I
I'm
agree.
watching the.
But hey,
the
something.
intro sequence.
Hey, a DLC for the future.
There's still only 3 classes, right?
There's 3 classes. Each class has 2 subclasses.
Right,
So
right. They haven't added that
we'll say
third
6
subclass.
classes. Yeah,
They haven't added that third subclass yet. Then
they have not.
Okay.
They have not added
What
a
does
third.
that do? I'm just wondering. Do you know
Sorry.
the third subclass for all?
Evidently, this fall, the third subclass should show up. Yeah.
See that one I might want to get in there.
The gameplay that's on now is Trials of Osiris. That's the
This is the new.
that's the
PvP.
new PvP.
It's
where
weekends
you have-
only?
Team. Yeah, it's Friday through Monday.
Is that
and I think
frustrating to you as a player?
it's so smart because I miss it so much right now. And each weekend there's only one map, so you play the whole map all weekend, and you get all your strategies for the map. And the next week, it all changes, and it's like, what map is it going to be? I miss killing people. It's great. I mean, it's very different from just like standard Crucible. If you're terrible, you're going to get wiped out. But if you're like a competitive team, it could be really, really fun. So I like it a lot. Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask you about this new mode. It's wipe the other team and then it's done.
It's the best to 5 wins. So you kill the other 3 people, and then whoever gets 5 wins first wins.
Gotcha. Okay.
After 3 wins on one side, they drop heavy ammo at the heavy spawns, and it's a
Gotcha.
heavy round. So, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Zeke,
See,
right?
that was one of my favorite things when I got a good team of 3 people. It wasn't the same. What was it? What's that mode? That's 3v3. That was the other one.
Sorry.
The 3v3, where you could revive each other. What was that mode called before this?
Skirmish.
Skirmish. There you go. I loved getting a good team of 2 other guys, and we were talking and like saying like, "Okay, it's coming, get revives." That was fucking a blast.
Oh, it's super fun. Yeah, it's very strategic. Yeah.
Yeah, but if this is anything like that, then I think
It's like that, just amped up. So it's yeah. If you're dead, you're dead. You don't get the self respawn, unless you're a warlock.
Is it safe to say that?
Yay, son! I'm a sun wizard.
Is it safe to say that like all hardcore Destiny players know everything that's wrong with the game, but still enjoy playing it for some reason? Like,
Sure.
what is that reason? It's because there's nothing else better, or like what?
I that's an answer I don't have for you, man.
Is it just tap in a vein?
Yeah, I mean, I think like when you love something and it has definite flaws, you can pick it apart for its flaws, but you still love it regardless.
Sure. Is that with the Twitch channel kind of based around the game? Is that something
Yeah.
you run into a lot, and your chat is defending it?
I
Or
don't
is
feel-
everyone kind of come there knowing what to expect from Destiny, and they just talk about the game in a positive
I
manner?
like to talk about what's wrong with it, and
Sure.
if someone has a valid point about what's wrong with the game, that's fine for discussion. But if someone's like, this is shit and X is butts, then they're gone, man. You know, there's a difference between constructive criticism, offering up suggestions, this is my legitimate complaint, and then just crapping over everything that everybody likes, you know? So
Did it take a while to like groom your channel to become what it is now? Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
It probably started out with just a shit ton of shitlords just shitting everything up, right?
Oh, tons of shitlords. Yeah, I actually do semi-weekly mass unbans of everybody who's been unbanned from my channel. And it's
Really?
something I've done for months. Yeah. And the people who are just massive shitlords never come back. But then some people will be like, hey, I realized I was an asshole. I'm sorry I was an asshole. Thanks for unbanning me. And it's been a really fun process of you know, getting rid of folks, bringing folks back in, and grooming folks towards positivity, because I think the internet is a very negative, dark place, or has the potential to be. Yeah. I love that shitlord emote. Oh my god. Oh, that's yours.
Yeah.
King shit.
King shit.
Shit,
King
JP.
shit, man.
Hold on, I'm going right now.
That's
He
me.
wears the crown with pride.
Yeah, Zeke gave me the name on Drop Frames pretty early on.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't even know what. I'm trying to remember like what prompted that. I don't remember what.
You're basically a giant pile of shit.
Yeah, but there was something in particular that like really made Zeke go for it, and I forgot what it was. I should.
Yeah, if there was a highlight of that, like highlight of the moment where it just went, bing, that's me. And then he's like, can we get an emote of that with a pile of shit with my face on it with a crown? Okay, let's get that.
No,
done.
I think Julia just made that and then sent it to me and be like, you should use this. I think
Yeah,
that's how it
Julie
does.
on retainer. I hit her up, but I'm
It's
glad.
not. No, Well, what were we gonna say?
Well, I'm glad that she was busy, because she turned me on to Ooga Bear, and Ooga Bear made pretty much all of my emotes, and
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now she's too busy.
She's really busy. Yeah, Pocket was. I've been talking to a lot of people about emotes recently because I'm actually redoing all of mine through someone else that has never done it before. But emotes on Twitch are a really interesting thing to me now because there's Julia, I don't want to mispronounce it. How do you say the name?
Ooga Bear?
Ooga Bear, and then there's Gears, and those are kind of like the three core people that I know of. Ko or Zeke, do you guys know anyone else that's like a good emoter?
No, not. There's a lot that are trying to kind of set up, and it's kind of interesting because, like, it's almost as if, kind of like, you know, when you have certain types of art, you can be like, oh, that's a so and so, or that's a this person, or that's the.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where it's almost like people are getting emotes, and when they get the emotes, it's almost assumed from the artist that they want this exact same type of emote, just slightly done to their way.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of interesting because I've frequently mistaken many of her emotes in particular. Like, you know, it'll be clearly different if you see them next to each other, but if you just kind of see them offhand, like they almost look identical.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, I think that's what those people want. They want that emote.
Yeah.
That is clearly her emote, but it's styled in that way. And that's
It's
kind of
really
interesting
happened
way
in the
to
Destiny
go.
community a lot. I think like 5 channels have Ooga Bear emotes now.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
My
But
biggest thing is I just want like I feel like I go to so many channels on Twitch and there's like 30 different art styles for every single emote that they have. Like I want one cohesive art style for like the emote
yes,
set.
exactly.
And
yeah.
so that's what I'm doing right now, and it's painfully expensive, but I understand why it is so expensive.
It's branding. I mean, it's branding for your channel. People like
Brand.
a set. People love sets, so I think
Yeah.
that's why like these emoters. If you're an artist, if you can
You
get
can make some good
together
money.
with, you can make serious coin if you could get one person to love
And-
your stuff and talk about you.
Streamers
And I
are
gotta
gonna
be
hate
honest,
me.
I'll be straight up with those artists out there. You spend a night making 3 emotes. Don't just send ideas and be like, hey, here's a few emotes that I've done. You show a caster a quality emote that you've already made, and they will not only look at that and go, whoa, that's awesome, but they will go, I have other ideas, and
Yep.
I want to pay you for them. Like,
Yep.
that's one
Yes.
of the best
They're-
ways you can get that out there. Don't just send a message full of text or something. Be like, hey, I made you this. Look,
Yeah.
look what I can do. Check it out.
Yeah, make them something tailored to them, and you will hook them forever.
That's the biggest thing too is tailored to the broadcaster. Like it's very hard to get an artist who has never watched your channel before and make a good emote for your channel. Like they have to be very familiar with your content, I think, to really nail an emote.
Now, look, I'm just looking now at Waffle's new emotes. Is
Yeah.
that the same person?
Those are all
that
Ooga
got-
Bears,
Those
yeah.
are Ooga Bears, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, like
those are
that.
definitely Ooga
That's
Bears.
that's crazy.
And he just
that
had
amount.
those done, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Like I'll put cake pie in chat. That's mine. I mean, they're very similar.
Yeah.
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 But at the same time, they're very
Different.
good. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
they're
cool
very
emote.
good.
Like it's a quality emote.
Yeah, there's laced up Lauren. She was another person in Destiny community.
Oh shit. No, I'm sorry. Did Dan just overhaul all of his shit too?
Did he?
'Cause I'm looking at like these new Dan emotes,
Hold on,
and
let me
they're
get
cartoons.
a-
They're not his face anymore.
We got Twitch emotes.
No, he still is keeping his faces. Dan's faces, I think, will always be staples. They're like
No, I know,
globally.
but I've got like Dan Sad. I've got Dan 10, Dan Wait. Like they're all animated now.
No, they're kind of
There's a lot
here.
of
Like,
stuff.
look, here. I'll just bring this over one sec. I'll just show it on stream.
The emote spam in chat is real.
Oh, now see, that's a good one. I've never seen. What is this guy's name?
Another one is purely nerd.
Bananasaurus
Good
Rex.
stuff,
That's a
too.
great example of awesome theming.
Yeah, those are
they're
good.
theme.
Those
It's
are really
theme.
good.
Yeah.
These are all of Dan's Zeke on stream right now. So like he has some that are cartoony.
I
But he
love
has,
Oh,
Dan's
okay. So
great
they're
emote.
just more of them.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Different. Okay. I see.
Dan like Twitch just put in the ability to remove an emote.
Did
So-
they? Did they put that in there finally?
Yeah, I think that was last week maybe.
Ah, son
But
of
you
a.
Oh, so
can't-
you don't have to apply to get it removed.
Yeah, you just remove it yourself, and then you can re-upload it,
That's
or
nice.
re-upload a new one, and then it has to get approved.
That's nice.
Oh,
So that
oh,
went
I
in
didn't
last
know that.
week.
Oh
we don't
wow,
have to
there's an
send-
edit button. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
But yeah,
nice.
now that that's happened, like almost every single day, Dan's like, "We got a new emote, guys. Come check it out." And I'm just like, "Come on, man. You gotta like wait a day." And also,
I mean, it's smart. You know, like rotating in your emotes it's a product. You know, it's
This
it's
is the best
See,
site.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that, man.
TwitchEmotes.com is the best site because it tracks the usage.
Hold on though, Zeke. What were you saying? I want to hear what you were thinking about this.
Yeah.
As far as like switching it out like all the time, like
You don't think that's a good idea?
well, Coca like just think of like Coca-Cola Classic. It's that scrawly like that, and it's been the same forever, and you know that's Coca-Cola Classic,
Okay.
and that's it forever, and that kind of thing. Like it's up for debate, obviously, but
What about
Like,
taking your bottom three and replacing them with a new
See, that's
three?
the
Because
big
Crystal Pepsi's not around anymore.
Yeah.
So
I hear you.
And that's why I think like this website is amazing for that because you just find your bottom three, and then you just pull those out like on a monthly basis.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
so
That is
you
pretty
can see
cool.
like how much
You can see
see.
emotes per
Yeah.
day, yeah, and how much is being used. So
Right,
like
okay.
yeah.
to use Dan's channel as an example, on the 15th, I think this was his, maybe it was his donation stream where he got drunk or something. I don't know what was on the 15th, but Dan Love was used almost 10,000 times.
Hey! Look up one of ours.
Which one do you want to see?
Anyone? I don't care. Look up mine. How about? What site is this? What site is this?
TwitchEmotes.com.
TwitchEmotes.com,
It's
okay.
made by
That's fucking,
Twitch
I know
employee,
they kept track of that shit.
but it's not related to Twitch. Zeke Love was used 6,000 times on Thursday, which was the day of your charity stream, so that makes sense. The ending of your charity stream, like that's
No,
why it was used so much.
Wednesday.
Yeah, but remember it bled over into
right,
Thursday
after
night.
midnight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I think the Tuesday before was when it started. Does that make sense? No,
Yes,
what was
yes.
April 14th? Because you have a shit ton of like Zeke Love is your most used emote.
It's my favorite, dude. That flaming
is
heart
that?
like encapsulates.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's my channel, man.
I use
heart on fire.
Zeke Yup like and all the when I want to make like a really dumb fucking comment, I'll put that at the end. It's good.
It was a fucking accident, dude. That was such an accident. Like it was like very beginning. First got my sub button. I had like 5 emotes, and I was like took like 70 pictures of different things. And the guy who was going through the time mental vary, like took the best ones and was like, you gotta have that thumb one in there because it looks like such a sarcastic like.
Very
asshole
smarmy.
emote.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, good job.
Are these all Julia, by the way, Zeke?
The faces are mental vary. The animated ones are Julia. Yeah, the drawn ones are Julia.
Okay.
So it's kind of hilarious when you have this. Like I have this emote. I had this old good show thing that people would spam when people
Sure, yeah.
subbed, right? So you look at my Twitch emotes, and for the entire every bit before this one specific time, it's just kind of at the bottom below everything. And then I get Julia's new emote with
Oh,
welcome
fuck. We crashed
under
the
it,
site.
and it just
Oh, you crashed.
almost 3,000 a day. At one point, 13,000 a day. Like That one change completely.
And which one is that?
changed. It's really interesting to say. The good show emote.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
used
yeah.
to be just a little face, but now it says welcome under it, which was a huge change. Like I noticed people started to use it so much more. Just that one word change, and she did the art too. Like you can see on the graph, it's just like it's like I added an emote, but I didn't actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We crashed. We shouldn't. I shouldn't have said it was the website because we crashed it. Now I can't access it. What were we gonna say, Italian?
I wasn't saying anything. I was,
Oh, maybe that was. Sorry, can't hear anything on left ear. So
everybody else.
Yeah. Now, okay, we talked about these emotes and like this kind of thing before, as far as maybe an artist should set up a place like a Etsy or a.
Well, no, we were saying
or whatever, where they have like things you can buy.
yeah, we had I proposed the idea of making a website where you just have like 1,000 or 100 emotes on the front page. You just go and put them into a cart and you buy them, and then you get the files or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. Has anyone done that, or
Someone tweeted me after that show that they were in the process of making it and then linked the site, but I never like followed up on it or anything. So
I think that's a genius idea, man. Because like parts of my intro was done the same way. Went to a website, grabbed the image bought it so we can use it, and that kind of thing. It's the same thing with emotes. I would imagine you could do it the same way.
I feel like streamers like things that are tailored to them, though. I feel like that.
sure.
might
Well,
feel
then that's
stock,
also
you
on
know?
the site is you have a list of artists, and then you can look at all their work, and then you can say, I want to hire this person, and you can have a contact, et cetera, et cetera.
The big
And
thing, if
also
you
a
wanted
smaller
to
streamer, might not know people.
Yeah.
if you were going to publicly display that, having like a stream, here's the stream, here's the description of what they did, and here's what I as an artist did to tailor that art to that stream. Like to see the connections the artist
Yeah,
would make.
that's what-
you could either then help that artist make those connections you would like to see, or see what they come up with on their own. That's kind of like what I do with Julia. Like with a lot of emote artists, I've had to been okay, I want this artist, I want a big circle, and I want this here, and then I want this graphic up here. But with Julia, you can just be like, okay, I want an artist that is this theme. Have fun. You don't have to do anything. So, and getting that rapport definitely took time, because with Julia, it started as, okay, I want this circle with this hat right here, and stuff like that. So seeing how you as an artist would personalize something with examples would be huge. I don't know of a single person out there capitalizing on emote set construction right now.
I do.
That is a mark. There you go. I don't know.
And
any
it's because
person,
they're
but I'm
making
just
so
saying,
much money doing
That's a market on Twitch.
the
right
biggest
now. Just
thing.
Like,
Go ahead. And sorry.
well, I was going to say, just like Dan's overlay guy is now just went from
Chris,
like, hey, Dan, let me work with you for a minute, to everyone now wants to work with him. That's going to happen to many artists that choose to capitalize on this
And
kind of
it
stuff.
kind of already is.
If someone walked up to me and said, I could theme everything you do for a couple $1,000, and here's some examples of what I could do for you, I would take a serious look at that. No question. I think any streamer would.
I think a lot of, and this is, streamers will hate me. I was going to say this earlier, but now it's even better. Streamers are going to hate me for saying this. Like, I feel like
They're
a lot of
going to
artists
hate you.
Yeah, even more so. They don't know their worth. I feel like a lot of emote artists are severely undervaluing their work. Like,
I agree, actually.
like
100%.
$15 for an emote is actually not enough. Like, it's not enough on.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, you could double that. You could double that, and every streamer would still pay for you. And it's still a
Absolutely.
good
Yeah,
value.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's Ugabear's rate, So
It's 30 or
I pay
15.
way more for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely. If you are an artist, start high and go low.
Well, more than that, if you are a streamer and you get a set of emotes that you really love, you should tip your artist.
Right, yeah. Don't be a
right.
fucking shitlord, man.
Yeah, don't be a stingy shit. I
pay
mean, you're
people
basically living off of
the
people
right amount.
enjoying your content. They're doing the same thing. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, but on the other
pay
hand,
your
if you're
artist
starting
right.
out, as a like a Twitch emote artist or like overlay or banner artist, something like that, it's also it's also not a bad idea to say like, hey, I made this mock-up for you for free here.
No,
because
yeah,
usually
that's what
when
girls
it comes
say,
like when that shit happens to me, like I will either A, immediately put it into use because it's awesome, or B, go like, hey, can I pay you for more shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's multiple too. The other thing is also if you want to get your name in there, you start alt low and then eventually just hike your prices up because that's how business works. But like,
It's funny. Julia has obviously been around for a long time, and pretty much everybody knows who she is. The first like 3 things she submitted to me, like just fan art stuff, she like sent it to me, and she's like, "I made this blah blah for you," and I looked at it, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not my style at all. And I had to go. I was going back through like everything I'd collected, over my streaming career, and I went back and I went, "Holy fuck, that was Julia!" Whoa, because I was like, "Thanks, that's great," and it was just like not even close to what I wanted.
You're an asshole, Zeke.
No, but everything after that, fantastic, obviously.
Right. All right.
Just saying, I looked at the first shit, I was like, ugh. So keep trying out there. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what we got on this tangent of emotes.
Yeah, it was a nice tangent.
know.
I really enjoyed the journey. I thought it was fun.
We can only talk Destiny for so long.
Yeah, for real. Come on, there's only so much now.
Man, this is
50 hours
awesome. You say your own. We could just. It's great. You just shit on your own game for us.
Hey, no, it's fine, man. People have legitimate concerns about the game.
The thing is,
and it's not for everybody. Absolutely.
The thing is,
not.
I have shit on Destiny. I think almost every week of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to play it like almost every week, and I just don't because I can't get back into that game where I'm doing the same fucking thing over and over. So instead, I'll just play Final Fantasy and pay the developers a monthly fee where I do the very same thing. So
I mean, that's
say,
basically every game, though. Every
It
game
is.
has some amount of repetition. It's basically, do
It
you
is.
like repetition you're doing?
right,
Question.
right.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I gotta say, I would take a serious look at it as a casual, something to do with the community kind of thing, if it were on PC.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that kills it for me.
I wish it was on PC too. The FOV is roughly 65 and it
Yeah.
runs at locked 30. Believe me, man, my my PC aches and cries. It's like, what are you doing?
As somebody who played Bungie games back when they were called like Marathon and Pathways into Darkness on my Mac when it started, I mean that still to this day, it still hurts my heart that they would come out with their own big IP and just leave PC in the
Halo
dust.
PC is
they started on PC, man.
Halo PC is one of the best Halo games.
It absolutely is. But the thing is, they didn't port that. Gearbox
They didn't. And
Yeah.
it still doesn't matter. Like it still functioned and worked so well on the PC.
It was great. Yeah, it was great.
But I think when Destiny eventually comes to PC, a lot of people will quote unquote see the light.
The whole fucking UI is built for mouse and keyboard. I mean, you're using a cursor through the son of a bitch. I'm like, why can't I just come on?
I kind of understood when Bungie was under the whole Microsoft thing, and they wanted to maybe push Xbox One and consoles. But now that they're out in the open, it still to this day baffles me like they're not working on a port. Like right now, why aren't they working on a port? This is your big IP. Why don't you want to get it out to people? Like, what possible reason could be holding them back at this point? Unless you're getting just huge kickbacks from consoles. I mean, it's the only thing I can think of. But anyway, that's
for another day.
Are they gonna do you expect anything from them at E3?
Yes.
Just more expansions?
As something.
Yeah, just
Oh, you have inside info, don't you? That you
I
can't
don't
talk
know
about?
anything. I literally don't have an NDA right now, but I'd rather not make Bungie mad. You know.
So it's probably just more PS4 first party.
Yeah, you
stuff.
don't shit where you eat.
Actually, no. You know, I'm not sure that it's PS4 first party stuff, but I mean, their next big like 1.5 is supposed to be at E3, and I think it might be done during like an Activision announcement, or who knows, it might be at Sony's show. But
Yeah, because Activision doesn't have a press conference this year, so.
Okay, yeah, so that
Just
makes
Sony.
sense. Yeah,
Or Sony, whoever I guess paid more money for it. To be honest, it could be Sony or Xbox.
I honestly hope Microsoft pays more money this time because I'm fucking tired of hearing it. You know, it's like, hey, why does Bungie hate Xbox? It's like they don't. They just got paid more money and people got to eat. Calm down.
Is there still a lot? As someone who's pretty far removed from console gaming, is there still a lot of like console wars between the two?
My God, dude.
Is it
My God.
the undying?
It
argument?
doesn't stop. No, it does not stop. Everybody's always mad, and I try to squash it because I'm like, hey man, do you like video games? I like video games. Let's have pizza and shut the fuck up about it. So
Sure, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
yeah.
It never I never understood the console shit. It's like you're not getting paid by Microsoft or Sony to say anything good about their shit. Why are you so fervently like opposed to the other?
Let's just all go play Sega Dreamcast and get over it.
Oh, the Dreamcast.
Yeah, man. Sega Dreamcast, the
Gosh.
best console, because in middle school, I just burned games on CDs and became like a fucking Dreamcast pimp at school. I would just
As far as
sell
I'm
people
concerned,
games for
I had a kid
$5.
like that in my
60 frames per second console.
Yeah. Every high school and every middle school and probably high school at the same time had a kid that did that.
You're the dude standing out like right across street from the school, like smoking a cigarette with a leather jacket on, being like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you want
this Power Stone kid?
new game?"
Oh, Power Stone, man! Capcom, what the heck, dude? Come on, Power Stone 3, make it.
Power Stone 3, man. What were some of the? I don't even remember some of the other Dreamcast games, but they were good.
Are you going to Goth? Are you going to E3?
I'm not, dude. I have kids, and I don't like to leave them. And
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got 2 little ones, and
Why are you clapping?
Who knows? You don't like
No,
to
I'm
leave.
I'm clapping because he's not going to
hate it, but
E3.
You do it a lot. I know you have that mobile setup, but I can't justify it, man. And I'm so close to Disney World, and I go there like once a month. So, no, I'm not going to E3, or probably I might go to PAX Prime, but it's hard.
You should go to PAX Prime.
All right, fine.
It's less industry bullshit and it's more fun. Like,
I went last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
I
been
went.
to a con?
Huh?
You've been to cons, right?
I've never been to a con outside of PAX.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Sure.
Paxo.
Yeah.
E3 is so different from like PAX.
Well,
But
yeah.
I think this year will actually be different than most because there's so many streamers at it. Like, I think this will be the first year where streamers and YouTubers are kind of like taking over E3. Like,
Interesting.
Day 9 is hosting the PC press conference on Tuesday or something at E3. Like, they tried it a while back at E3, bringing in big YouTubers, and it was just fucking terrible. And so I think you're going to see a resurgence of that this year, and it'll hopefully be good.
Here's a quick question on that note: is Twitch doing anything at E3? Like big?
Yeah.
Like
Twitch is running
doing, like,
the
a
official
full
stream of
PAX
E3.
stuff?
I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
John Carnage was tweeting out, like, the E3 Twitter account promoting twitch.tv/E3 or something like that.
Yeah, I'll be there hosting
Okay.
with them.
And I think it's, like, the official stream of E3, right? Is that right, Zeke? Do you know?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, because they're like predicting like 400,000 or 500,000 people watching it.
Yeah. Because
That's what I mean. Predictions.
last year, and I think every year prior to that, it was all just their own streaming services, their own streaming solutions. And I think now they're just moving everything over to Twitch
Yeah,
this year.
that's rumors, but I think that's the case.
I think it is too. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I'm really excited because my first time. I know, like, it's all corporate and that kind of stuff, but it's an experience, and that's like why that's why I do so much of this shit, like, because there's so many things I have not done yet.
Yeah, again, I think you're honestly going to be it's honestly going to be like any other PAX with the amount of streamers that are going this year, where you're just going to be around the same people just like you are at PAX.
I felt like after day 1, 2 PAX, I was like, cool, did PAX. And then there's like the subsequent days, and kind of
Really?
felt like I left after day 1 for PAX East, and it felt perfect. Like PAX Prime, I went for the whole thing, stayed through Monday, and I was like, I could have left.
Well,
Day 2 and
4
been
days
done.
is a little rough.
It's pretty rough, and you guys know as streamers,
It's 4 days away.
it's 4 days away. That's hard, you know.
Yeah.
That's rough to do. Yeah.
Really rough. Well, any other questions for Goth before we take a break, Co or Zeke, about it? We kind of just talked to you specifically about Destiny, but I figure you get that a lot.
No, I never talk about it, man. You know, we usually talk about burritos in chat. What's your favorite burrito?
It's true.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh, combo burrito, Taco Bell, no onions. That's me, baby.
Perfect.
And with that, we're going to break. We'll be right back as word for our sponsor.
Do we need a sponsor so we can have a word from them? We should work on that.
Oh yeah, we should have something presents drop frames, right?
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Time Warner Cable presents Dropped Frames.
You know what would be
What's
amazing?
Is you know the commercials with for the ASPCA with like all the sad cats and stuff.
Yeah, the Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah, you need that, but you need it to like be an anti-ad block commercial, and it just shows like streamers eating,
Listen to this.
ramen and stuff. It'd be great.
This isn't sad in that means, but someone is building a bot through a tweet that I had last night where anytime anyone tweets dropped frames, it auto replies to that person and says, check out Drop Frames on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock. And so it's just going to spam them.
That's aggressive.
And so, like, anytime anyone, like, tweets at Twitch support, like, hey, I'm dropping frames, it's just the bots can, like, chime in and say to check out the show on Wednesday.
Oh.
I said it would be funny, and then someone made it, and now I'm just like, shit, man, they can't. They got to... Maybe they shouldn't do that. We'll let it run for, like, a week. I think it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, hold on. This brings up a good point. Do we have an @dropped frames Twitter account?
No. Now that you said that, someone will steal it from us.
Yeah, it's already gone. It's already gone.
Yeah.
I'm on it right now. Let's go.
You should actually make it right now if you want to. I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
God's like, nope, registered it 2 minutes ago.
You
Thanks.
got to beat
I gotta beat
657
people. Let's go.
people out. 6,000. Sorry. Your schedule is very loose. Monday through Sunday, live by 8:30 a.m. Eastern.
I start between 7:30 a.m. and 9 a.m., but usually within the 7:30 a.m. time.
What's a normal stream for you in terms of length?
Usually 7:30 till about 2:30, like 1:30, 2:30, and then I stream at night too. So I
So
like
you take a break and come back.
Yeah, I take a break and come back at night after I have dinner with the kids and wife and they're asleep, and then I'll come back, and happy hour is a very different stream from the morning stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
As in there's beer?
Yeah, there's lots of beer. Yeah.
I heard you have a keg or something in your house? A kegerator?
I have a kegerator, yeah, and I keep microbrews on tap always because it's draft beer, sir. You have to. I mean, you save money. That's the argument.
You do. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
That's the argument.
So you're putting in what, like 8 to 10 hours a day? What's your
Usually
hourly?
between 8 and 12 hours a day. I mean, between
Jesus.
both streams, yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Since September now, but I mean, I would probably stream 5 days a week with Borderlands, but it was only like 4-hour streams. Twitch really took over when Destiny took over, yeah.
September of this year?
Yeah.
Or of 2014?
Yeah, 2014, yeah.
Okay.
So I think I've only taken a total of 5 days off since September.
You burnt out yet?
But Co doesn't take days off. He doesn't. Yeah. Am I burnt out yet? I mean, yes and no. But I mean, whenever there's new content, I get revitalized. But I'll get out of town with the kids and go to Disney World, go to water parks, go to the beach, and
As long
I'll
as
do
you have a
that
getaway every once in a while, I feel like.
every once in a while you get away, you unhook.
Yeah.
And I'll usually sandbag videos for YouTube and pre-upload them and schedule them, and
Yep.
pretty much that.
Ko, you were going to jump in?
Yeah, I was just kind of curious. Like, now this may be a little down the road and maybe something you don't even want to talk about, but have you thought about what's after Destiny, or have you thought about
good question.
becoming a permanent Destiny streamer?
I think at this point I'm pretty much permanent Destiny streamer. I think
You
fall
got
at
10
10
years.
years, pretty much.
You got 10 years, yeah.
I got 10 years. I mean, there's 10 years of games. I'm devoted to the community. The community is amazing. Everybody's super nice. I feel like if for whatever reason Bungie went underwater and Destiny stopped happening, I think my channel's to a point now where I could go to another game of a similar variety or even variety stream at this point. I think there comes a point when a stream becomes self-sufficient. Maybe not 6 months ago that would have been an option for me, but going forward. But I think I'm pretty much in the Destiny community until the game is done or dies.
And there's a lot of other streamers that you can like talk to about that. Like there are people who primarily were WoW streamers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's it. Like 16 hours a day they do WoW, and now they're starting to go like, oh, I can't do it anymore. I just can't.
Sure.
Starting to branch out. Like, do you think that'll happen, or you're pretty like?
I don't feel it now. I'm still enjoying it, and I try to not think about what I'm not going to enjoy. So I'm pretty happy with the route that I'm on now, and I'll try to focus on GOTHALION Plays Chess 2019. I love it.
When was the last time you streamed non-Destiny on your channel?
This morning.
What was that? Like, what game was that?
Oh, that I streamed other than Destiny?
Yeah, like other games,
shit.
not Destiny.
What did I play? I play Grand Theft Auto with my wife every once in a while. Every once in a while, my wife will come on stream and we'll do lewd. All right, good. So she'll be on stream with me, phrasing. And we'll play like Mario Party 10 or
Jesus, you guys go fucking hard, man.
Yeah, I call it Divorce Simulator. So
fucking Mario Party. What a fucking shitty game that is.
I know. All you do is you shit on everybody else you're playing with. It's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy.
Fucking Mario Party.
Yeah, it's rough. That ruins friendships, that game.
If you guys want to watch a great video series, Giant Bomb, I don't know why I'm promoting them, but it's fucking hilarious. They've done Mario Party 1 through 4, 50 rounds of Mario Party. And they've done it for 4 games so far, and they're going to go the full 10. but it's like a 5-hour long video of each session. And like all of them except one person absolutely fucking hate it. And the one guy that likes it is just like jubilant and drunk the entire time, and everyone else is just shitting on the game. And it's hilarious.
It's a
great.
garbage game. It's a board game that you spam one button the whole time. It's great.
Yeah, it's a great video series. You should check it out.
Oh, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, drop frames taken, dropped _ frames also taken. So
Yeah,
that's
of course it
tried
is.
twice.
I mean, of course. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
To be honest, it should have been made a long time ago. But whatever.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. Who cares about Twitter? It's all about some other social media now. Like, but I don't know. I don't know what the next social media is.
Perfect.
All right, well, let's take a break. I think we've done grilled you enough. You can listen to us talk about the games that we've been playing, and maybe you'll get enticed.
No, I don't get to play other games. So what is it? There's swords? That's great. There's magic.
It should be fun. It should be fun. We'll take our break. We'll come back. We'll talk about what me, Zeke, and Co have been playing. Talk a little bit about news and maybe do some questions, and that'll be the show. So don't get anywhere. More drop frames coming up right after this. We'll see you guys in just a bit.
Perfect.